Team A retraced their steps to join up with Team D at the main gate. Teams B and C have most likely been eliminated. I'm going to call for reinforcements. Guard the exit. The Team A leader glanced at the present members. There were 31 of them. With 31 guns directed at the corridor, the second Zero appeared he would be torn to shreds. However, he suddenly realized that something was off. Hold on a second, shouldn't there only be 30 of us? Beep beep. The security panel flashed green as the gates suddenly opened. As the guards turned back to look, their jaws dropped. There was a man who was wearing the same uniform as them at the gate. The man began to whistle as he pushed his cap up with a finger to reveal his face. It was none other than Xiao. Bye-bye. He waved before abruptly pulling the manual lever and rolling out as the gate clamped down. The guards continued staring at the gate in disbelief. The veins on Team A's leader's temples bulged. When did Zero blend in with us? On the other side, Xiao rejoiced. I've finally escaped. Xiao stretched as he basked in the sunlight. The sight of the clear sky seemed to evaporate all his worries. It was roughly 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and Xiao could discern the silhouettes of several moons in the sky. Some of them were even close enough for their craters to be observed. Xiao took a deep breath. The crisp air was reinvigorating. Since the start, Xiao had never planned on taking all the guards head-on. Even though the guards had already been weakened, it might not even matter if he were able to kill them all since they could put the entire facility in lockdown at any point. Then, his expression would not be that much different from the guards on the other side of the gate. After impersonating a Team B member to bait out Team A, Xiao had searched around for a relatively clean set of uniform to change into before concealing himself underneath the stairway. The guards had failed to notice him joining their ranks as they had been panicking. As such, Xiao was safely escorted to the entrance where, while they let their guard down, he had crept towards the gate, and the rest is now history. It had been a huge gamble. If anything had gone awry, he would have been torn to shreds by dozens of guns. Xiao would rather not have had to rely on this risky plan. However, Baltar had ruined his original plan, leaving him with no choice but to do so. It was a 50-50ths all-in gamble, but there was no other choice. Xiao found himself in the middle of an abandoned farm. He noticed the trails of several vehicles and traced them back to a garage where there were several all-terrain vehicles. Conveniently, their keys were all slotted in. Reinforcements might appear any moment. I need to leave ASAP. His escape was far from over. The organization definitely would not let him off so easily. Xiao threw his backpack into the passenger seat and got into the driver's seat. He ignited the engine and stepped on the gas pedal, intending to leave immediately. He ran the vehicle over the electric fence and headed into the forest. As Xiao knew nothing about the geography of the area, he would have to bet it all on following one direction. On the Black Harrier helicopter, Hyla noticed her phone ringing. Who? She answered, irritated. Commander Hyla, there's a situation. Zero has gone rogue. He's killed Vice Commander Baltar, Professor Linwei Xian, and over 30 guards. He's also destroyed all the Valkyrie records in the base. The Team A leader was dispirited. They were definitely going to be punished for having been useless, that went without saying. However, he still had to swallow the bitter pill and contact the commander as they were all trapped and needed someone to deactivate the lockdown. Hyla frowned. Are you kidding me? I personally conducted his brainwashing. How could he have survived the procedure? Has he been fooling even me? She wondered. Hyla immediately contacted the boss to relay the news. Turn back right now and give chase, ordered the boss, enraged. But my sister, Hyla began to argue. Shut up. You have no right to bargain with me. Hyla glowered as she reluctantly ordered the pilot, return to base. Commander Hyla, the helicopter needs to land to refuel first. Step on it. The Night Owl squad had also received the order to return. Number 1 was livid with rage at the guard's pitiful appearances. There are 60 of you and you can't even stop one person. Are there spies here? He was unable to believe that Xiao could have escaped alone, not when it was impossible for himself. The guards were terrified by his accusation. No one dared to betray the organization, and for good reason. However, they were demoralized and unable to talk back. They did secretly hope that Xiao could escape as it would help their case. That's enough. The boss ordered us to hunt him down, interrupted Silverblade coldly. Hold on, the test subject team will follow. Number 1 was now rattled by Xiao's combat prowess, and this frustrated him. He felt like he needed to defeat Xiao in order to prove his worth to the organization. Night had fallen, and the night sky was decorated by numerous blue moons. Each planet in galaxy had a different kind of landscape and environment. In Xiao's previous life, there existed players who specialized in galactic tourism. They would sell albums of beautiful scenery and landscape from across the universe. Unfortunately, the thick canopy blocked out nearly all the moonlight, making it hard for Xiao to see, much less enjoy the night view. Xiao drove carefully, fearful of crashing into a tree. The darkness was extremely disadvantageous for him. Not only was he unable to move quickly, the sound of his engine could also expose his location. It's really bad to drive at night. I'd better walk. He stopped the car and turned off the engine, deciding to abandon it. The silence in the forest began to set in, and he noticed that the shadows around him resembled ghostly figures. You have obtained Combat Biscuit X5, Mineral Water X3. Xiao found some ration and water in the boot of the car. He stored them inside his bag and continued on foot. As he was unable to do anything about the trail that his car had left, he could only change his direction slightly to throw off any pursuers. The night was his cloak. Although Xiao was completely exhausted, and his stamina was almost depleted, he did not dare to stop for a break. Suddenly, Xiao heard the sound of engines coming from behind. He instantly sought for shelter behind a tree before peeking out to see 3 sets of flickering headlights about 300 meters away. He was about to creep towards a safer location when suddenly, a gunshot pierced the night. Xiao's danger sense tingled, and he threw himself onto the ground. Something grazed past his shoulder. He turned to see that the bullet had narrowly missed him to pierce a tree 10 meters away. The 3 vehicles stopped, and 6 men alighted. They were none other than Night Owl Squad 3. The person who had fired was Silverblade. 6 Cyclopes? Xiao was momentarily taken aback by their appearance. Those are night vision goggles. Xiao cursed his luck. You have been grazed by an SWP sniper rifle. 18 damage taken. Holy cow! Even though it was just a graze, it did as much damage as a direct shot from a handgun. You have entered combat and gained enemy information. Night Owl Agent. LV-15. Classes, LV-10 Agent, LV-5 Elite Agent. Stats, 18 STR, 15 Dex, 25 End, 10 Int, 3 Mice, 8 Cha, 1 Luck. Energy, 0. Power Level, 40. Health, 350. Abilities. Grinder, plus 100 health. Pain tolerance, combat strength not affected by injury. Skills. LV-4 Basic Combat. LV-5 Basic Shooting. LV-2 Precise Aim. LV-1 Sniper, Leader. Equipment. SWP Sniper Rifle, High Caliber. Grade, Common. Damage, 70 to 88. Fire rate, 0.5/s. Ammo, 5 bullets per magazine. Power level, 30. Prerequisite, SLV-1 Sniper. Thermal night vision goggles. Grade, Common. 73 Wasp Handgun. Grade, Common. Small caliber handgun. Damage, 28 to 35. Fire rate, 1.1/s. Ammo, 10 bullets per magazine. Power level, 13. G grenade, 3. Deals 50 to 80 damage to all targets in a 20-meter radius. Has a chance to do bonus damage. Power level, 45. Jackson Assault Rifle. Grade, Common. Assault Rifle. Damage, 36 to 42. Fire rate, Manual 1.5/s. Fire rate, Continuous 4/s. Maximum fire rate, Burst 10/s, 3 seconds. Ammo, 30 bullets per magazine. Power level, 33. Lightweight Kevlar Vest. Grade, Common. Defense, 10 to 12. Durability, 50. Metal Alloy Dagger. Grade, Common. Damage, 8 to 12. Length, 0.28 m. All 6 of them were elite agents, an advanced class. Although they were lower level than Han Xiao, they still had high stats, and were much better equipped. Han Xiao's face darkened. Oh boy!